As marijuana use becomes legal in more states, many life insurance carriers have continued to update their guidelines concerning people who use marijuana for both medical and recreational purposes.
Hi, I'm Ron Burness, Digital Content Manager with Crump Life Insurance Services, a leading distributor of insurance and retirement services in the U.S. And I would like to welcome Lauren Thorne, Senior Underwriter with Crump. Lauren and I will be taking a few minutes today to chat about how marijuana use affects the ability to obtain life insurance. Lauren, you probably hear this question a lot. Can people get life insurance coverage even when they use marijuana?
Yes, however, the rate classification can depend on several factors.
What kind of factors?
Do they use marijuana recreationally? Has a doctor prescribed medicinal marijuana for a particular ailment? If it is for an ailment, most carriers will base their rate on the underlying condition.
What about someone's age?
Many carriers will decline younger age marijuana users, as studies have shown that marijuana use can have a permanent negative effect on the developing brains of adolescents.
What's the cutoff age?
It can range anywhere from 18 to 25.
Does it matter how marijuana is consumed?
Definitely. The rate a carrier can offer is in part determined by method of consumption. The carrier will need to know if the marijuana is inhaled or ingested as an edible. Some carriers will assess a smoker rating for any marijuana use regardless of how it's consumed, while others will only assess a smoker rating if the marijuana is smoked or vaporized but can still offer non-smoker for edibles. Finally, there are some that can offer non-smoker regardless of method of consumption.
What about the frequency of usage?
That's very important. People who use marijuana infrequently, maybe one time a month or less, may qualify for preferred or even preferred best non-tobacco.
What about more frequent users?
They will often qualify for standard rates at best, or could even carry a rating. Smoker classifications may also be allocated to those who use marijuana on a frequent basis. Daily marijuana users are a decline with several carriers, although there are a few select carriers that can make a rated offer.
We hear and see a lot about CBD products nowadays. What are they?
CBD is a non-psychoactive compound derived from the hemp plant and can be sold over the counter in the forms of gummies, oils, supplements, gels, and extracts to treat various ailments. CBD products may or may not contain THC, the main psychoactive compound found in marijuana.
Can people still get coverage if they use CBD?
Offers vary and will be determined based on the reason for use, frequency, amount used, and whether or not the product used contains THC. Keep in mind that in rare instances, even non-THC CBD products can still contain trace amounts of THC, depending on the product's quality and composition, which can lead to positive THC on an insurance lab.
Does medical history factor into a carrier's decision to offer coverage?
Carriers will closely review any history of psychiatric illness and drug or alcohol abuse in conjunction with marijuana use, and may subsequently rate clients with these histories more unfavorably.
Do carriers test for THC?
While some carriers do not test for THC on insurance labs, many routinely do or will reflex to the THC testing for cause. A positive THC lab result can negatively impact a carrier's underwriting offer and cause someone to receive a rating or even smoker rates.
Where should insurance professionals and consumers go with questions about marijuana and life insurance coverage?
This topic should be included in discussions about life insurance, and I recommend insurance professionals contact a Crump underwriter to discuss their specific case. Based on details to the marijuana use, Crump's experienced team can suggest carriers that will offer the most aggressive underwriting options for each scenario.
Thank you, Lauren. We've covered a lot of important information about marijuana use and life insurance, and it's clear that it's an important discussion to have with a Crump underwriter early on in the case process.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks, Ron.